Hello everyone, Cliff here in my shed. This is my latest acquisition. I bought a set of tool holders from Bangood. Now they took an age to get here. This is how they arrived, in this bag and in this box. I think I ordered these on about the 28th of November and they came almost exactly a month, 27th of December they got here. But this is how they turn up. We've got the little box of, let's zoom in a bit. Yeah, so we've got the little box of tips. There's 7 tools in here altogether, and there's a tip for each one. Let's just go through the tool holders. As a key, it's just gone on the floor. They come in little bags. Right, so there's a straight turning tool. Just pick the key up with its little key, and that is a SDN CN 1010, which I think is the size. That's that one, and there's a little bit for it there. And this one is an SER, which is that looks like the internal. It might be the straight, I'm not quite sure, I can't really tell from the thing, but that's a threading tool. Bloody losing bits already. And then we've got this one, an S10K SCLCR06, which is either a boring bar or it's a boring bar. Now it also comes with its little key for the screw to hold the on. And we've got a left-handed turning tool. Might even be a right-handed turning tool. SDJCR, so I presume that's the right-handed one. Yeah, and that's the internal threading tool. And then what looks like a facing tool. So there's the threading tools, facing tools. Oh, and then of course you've got the parting tool. It must be in here. Yep, that's the parting tool. Yeah, so the only ones of these I've ever used before is a parting tool, and I was quite happy with that, and I paid nearly as much for the parting tool as I did for this set. This complete set with the bits was £31 or something, and there was a 5% discount on the day I bought them. That's why I bought them, and I think they cost me just about £26. Anyway, I'm going to get the bits put in them, and then I'll have a go at them on the lathe and see how they perform. Here they are, all mounted up in the tool holders. I've got the parting tool in the new rear tool post. Parting tool post I made. I ain't quite finished that yet. I want to just clean it up and paint it out, and I've got to level that one. Level it, get it centre on. That was my bit of aluminium just finishing off on the bandsaw. And all the others are in the tool holders ready to go. These tool holders, I've got the Swiss type quick change tool holder on my lathe. It come with 2 or 3 steel ones. Don't know where the other one is. And the aluminium ones I make myself, which seem to work alright. Right, let's get some material mounted up. I've got to make a coin ring punch, so I'll get started making that and see how these go. Let's get to the lathe. Right, let's give this a bit of 2-inch aluminium, which will become a cap for a coin ring punch. Let's give it a face. It's way too high at the moment. Speed him up a bit. Certainly nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's a lovely finish on that. It looks worse on that camera than it actually is. I'm going to try the other, what I think is the proper facing one. Coming up a little bit high, I need to lower him a bit. Certainly putting a lovely finish on there. This facing cutter I can't get low enough. It's just a little bit too high. I'll try it in one of the ones I made, because some of the tool holder positions are slightly different on that. Right, let's give it a cut down the side, see how we get on. Well, they're brand new bits, so you would expect them to cut well, but they are cutting very well. I'm very happy with them. Very quietly and effortlessly. Yeah, so no point in showing. I'm going to carry on with this and make this thing, and I'll show a bit when I use another one. But them two, I'm quite happy with them. Alright, so this is a go at the boring bar. It's got a wicked angle on it, but seems to be doing the job alright. Effortless. Happy with that as well. We'll give it a go of steel in a minute. Right, well, I'm just about to give the internal threading tool a go now. The lathe's all set up, it's in back gear and everything. So let's give it a go. I used to get an awful lot of flex with the old one. I'll show you in a minute. I mean, this is a lot more solid. I don't think this is flexing at all by the look of it. Go in with a spring cut here just to see how much it takes off on a spring cut. Certainly took a bit on the spring cut. Don't think it's deep enough yet, but I have got a little tester in here. I think that's there. Yep, I think that one's there. That's done it fine. Yep. So, happy with the internal threading bar. Alright, let's have a go at facing cutting mild steel, shall we? I want to speed him up a little bit more. Okay, lovely. Other than it's just not down to the centre at the moment. I'm going to have to swap this out for, like I said earlier, for one of the other tool holders that's a bit lower. Bit of a rough finish, but weren't very fast. But they're cutting beautifully. Certainly can't fault the actual tools. Right, so this is a little double whammy. It's the first outing for the rear tool post holder, and I'm trying out the parting off tool that I just got with the bangood gear. But I know they're alright because I've had one before. It's just how well it does in this rear tool post holder. Put a bit of jollop on him. Slow him down a bit and ease him in. Alright. Well, that's lovely. That's the easiest experience I've had with a parting tool. I've just gone in there and then I'll go in 45 thou. I just want to go 50 thou. I've gone in there 50 thousandths, and that is pretty cool. So they both work very well. Well, I'm just going to give this little roughing cutter a turn now. That seems to work fine as well. That's with no cutting fluid or anything. Alright, it's all set up to give the external cutting tool a go now. And back here, a little bit quicker than that. Not really a lot at all. Little feather, you'd expect some spring, so. Yeah, that's about it. I expected that not to go on. But it's cutting fine. Give it another 5 thou. Right, well here they are, and I've used them for a bit now, and I'm very impressed with them. I've done a few jobs with them. On the end of the video I hope to put, I just use this roughing bit to do a bit of 1.5 inch, that's about 1 3/4. It's some old rusty metal I bought. Well, I didn't buy it, I got it for nothing, but it's a lovely bit of steel. But it's very uneven and very rusty, but this roughing bit took care of it no problem, and it's still sharp and good. It's not chipped it or anything. I can't vouch for the longevity of them because I haven't had them that long, but I'd certainly recommend them. I think for the money they're an absolute bargain. And you get the 7 bits, and I can't find any fault with them. Like I say, I can't vouch for the longevity because I haven't had them, but what they've done so far I'm quite happy with. I don't think the inserts are that expensive to replace, and obviously they're only as good as the inserts, but I'm very happy with them. So if you're thinking about buying them and wondering whether they're rubbish or not, certainly the ones I've got ain't rubbish. And just to clarify, I mean, Bangood didn't send me these or anything, I just bought them normal. So there you go. Like I say, if you're thinking of buying them, like I say, these are the 10mm shank ones that suit my ML7 in these tool holders. The one exception was the facing bit. I ended up milling a bit out of the tool holder. I just took a 1/2 millimetre off that, and that brought it down to the centre right. Other than that, there was no problem at all with them. And I'd certainly buy them again. And I'll definitely be looking at the inserts and getting some spare inserts for them. Well, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful. I'll see you again sometime.